Welcome to Module 3 of the Early Start Leadership Project. California understands that diversity of race, culture, geography, and language affects the experience of the laws and programs it implements, including the Interagency Coordinating Council on Early Intervention, or ICC. The ICC produces the best results for families when as many different voices as possible are represented and helping to guide recommendations and policies. The California Early Start program is implemented by the California Department of Developmental Services, or DDS. The DDS is advised by the ICC. Early Start services are provided through DDS as well as the California Department of Education, specifically when it pertains to infants and toddlers with visual or hearing impairments. You're probably already getting a good sense of how people with specific lived experiences can positively influence the policies that will affect children with similar lived experiences. There are several ways you can make your voice heard in order to influence Early Start policies in California. Reaching out to your local regional center or Early Start Family Resource Center is a great start, and they'll have more information about Early Start activities in your area. As a member of the public, you have the right to participate in ICC meetings through written or direct testimony. To get even more involved, you could request that the chair of the ICC make you a community representative. You can even apply online for a governor's appointment to serve on the ICC. This would let you directly lend your knowledge, expertise, and unique perspective to the ICC's course of business, such as exploring service issues, addressing quality assurance, developing position papers, and making formal recommendations to DDS on the Early Start program. Perhaps most important of all, as a member of the ICC, you would have the ability to vote on its recommendations to the department. This next section may get a bit technical, but it'll give you a better understanding of the ICC's commitment to representing the socioeconomic, ethnic, disability, and geographic diversity of the state of California. According to ICC bylaws, which are also available on the DDS website, the ICC shall be composed of at least 15 members, but not more than 25 members, all appointed by the governor. In California, the composition of the ICC shall be as follows. At least 20% shall be parents of infants, toddlers, or children with disabilities aged 12 or younger who have knowledge of or experience with programs for infants and toddlers with disabilities. At least one member shall be a parent of an infant, toddler, or child with a disability aged 6 or younger. At least 20% of the members shall be public or private providers of early intervention services. At least one member shall be a representative from the state legislature. At least one member shall be involved in personnel preparation. One member must be from each of the state agencies involved in providing services to infants and toddlers with disabilities and their families. And these members must have sufficient authority to engage in policy planning and implementation on behalf of their agencies. At least one member shall be a representative from a Head Start agency or program in the state. At least one member shall be a representative from a state agency responsible for child care, homeless education, and foster care. If serving on the ICC doesn't feel like the right option for you, you may consider applying as a community representative. Community representatives are appointed by the ICC chair. They also provide greater ethnic diversity and geographical representation. Although they do not have the right to vote in ICC proceedings, representatives may provide advice and assistance to DDS for the implementation of Early Start. There are also opportunities for mentoring and partnering to make sure that new representatives always feel welcomed. Both appointed ICC members and community representatives are responsible for regular participation at ICC meetings, participation in additional Early Start-related activities as their schedule permits, and sharing information related to ICC priorities. Members and representatives may be eligible for reimbursements for some costs related to attending ICC meetings. Language accommodations are also available. One other way to get involved is to become engaged with local administrations and service providers. In our last lesson, we discussed the 26 original Early Start planning regions in California and the groups responsible for providing early intervention services in the local area. These regional groups are often seen as local ICCs. The names of the local interagency groups vary from region to region. Talk with your local Family Resource Center about the Early Start activities in your area. Ask what the group is called in your area and learn when and where they're meeting. If there are no active groups in your area, you can still be involved by attending the state ICC meetings or sending information to be read into the record. You may even be able to re-establish local Early Start councils in areas that no longer have them. Your local Early Start Family Resource Center or Regional Center can also provide information about reconvening a local Early Start Council in your area if one is no longer active. In our final module, we'll share more about serving as a governor-appointed member or community representative to the ICC, including the application process, meeting agendas, and the resources available to make your voice heard. Until then, think about the role you may want to have in serving at the state level of Early Start activities. Meeting dates, previous meeting minutes, and special presentations can be found at DDS's website, dds.ca.gov, and searching for ICC. This information is also available in your training resource documents. To find the Early Start Family Resource Center in your area, visit frcnca.org. Family Resource Center representatives are available to provide mentoring and support. Together, we can make a difference in Early Start.